At 14:05 hours, we received a 911 call and subsequent central station alarm reporting a fire at 30 Juniper Road in one of the apartments involving an air conditioning unit. First arriving units arrived on scene with fire showing from the back of the building. Our firefighters made an aggressive interior attack, encountered very heavy fire conditions immediately as they forced the door to the apartment, and then they were immediately withdrawn as the fire did penetrate the attic and started to run the entire attic of the building. We pulled everybody out. We did go to defensive operations. Prior to that, evacuating all the firefighters, we were able to do a quick primary search of the entire building, and everyone was out of the building, thankfully, at that point in time. We did require 7 alarms for a multitude of reasons. This building is kind of set back off the road a little bit. We had some extremely long hose lays from hydrants which were in the area. We had to go back through backyards of other houses. We had to pump a fire hydrant, multiple fire hydrants. What that means is that, there's a standard pressure coming off of a fire hydrant, but due to the large volume of hose lines and aerial devices that were being used, we needed to put additional pressure. So we put fire trucks on at least 2 hydrants in the area to boost that pressure to get the fire under control. There were no injuries to firefighters or civilians at this fire. Currently, there are several missing animals. We are working with animal control, a structural engineer for the complex right now to see if it's safe for firefighters to go in and do a hasty search, as we call it, for any remaining animals, and working with the owners on that aspect of things. We did bring departments in from as far away as Norwood to as south as Pawtucket, Rhode Island, Smithfield, Rhode Island. That was strictly for manpower and also for the extremely hose lays. Once we got the fire under control, we had to get firefighters into the building to perform overhaul and secondary searches, and that was the requirement for the additional alarms that were struck at this. So at 2 o'clock in the morning, this would have been a much different story. We would have had 30 units in a 3-story apartment building with people trapped. The amount of fire we had in this building quickly escalated into that attic space, and it was traveling. And when we even got to the fire, we still had people inside the building that we had to get out of the building. We did bring in North Attleboro Fire Investigation Unit. We've got 4 highly trained investigators who investigate all of our fires thoroughly. We did bring in the Massachusetts State Police Fire Investigation Unit just because of the high dollar loss at this building. And in conjunction with both entities, the fire is going to be deemed accidental. Does not appear to be suspicious at this time, and we are looking at an air conditioning unit in one of the units. I don't know exactly what unit it was, but one of the units where the fire originated, we just don't know if it was a electrical malfunction or some other malfunction of the AC unit that was in the wall of the apartment.